I'm literally doing this just for the thumbnail. Okay, so if you haven't heard of the Benks Aurora ArmorAir case yet, then you're definitely missing out. This is probably the best iPhone case that I've tested out so far, and I like it because it's super thin, but it's also still very protective. So let's get right into it. Actually, before we get into it, I do want to mention a couple of things. A little update on my foot that I stepped on Vanine sea urchin. It still hurts. So depending on how I step, it hurts, and I think it's just gonna go away in time. So I'm just gonna let it be for now. Hopefully it just goes away. But another thing, if you have an iPad Pro, I am going to make an accessories video because I recently upgraded to the M4 with the nano texture display. So if you're interested, I can't speak, but if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. Hello? I'm filming a YouTube video. Anyways, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jason. I make tech videos, I make vlogs, lifestyle vlogs, I like traveling. So if you're interested, you know what, I'm done. I'm not making this YouTube video anymore. If you're interested, make sure to subscribe. I'm fun, I promise. I'm so fun. Okay, so before this, I've just been rocking super protective iPhone cases, so things like the Case-Defy Impact case, the Polar Pro Light Chaser, and those are thicker cases. They have amazing drop protection, don't get me wrong, and the Polar Pro case allows you to put on, ND filters and stuff like that, but I wanted something fresh. I wanted a refreshing sort of change, and this delivered because it's so much more thinner, it's a lot more minimalistic, and it still looks so good. This thing is made out of kevlar or aramid fiber, and it's the best of the best. That's what they use to make bulletproof vests. So I did not intend that to rhyme. But switching from a super thick case to a super thin case, again, is super refreshing. It fits in my pocket a lot better, and I'm still able to use MagSafe products and accessories, so that's super cool as well. In all honesty, I think that I prefer this case over the nakedness of the iPhone, and I really do like the raw feeling that you get when you just carry an iPhone without a case. But again, I am a clumsy person, I need a case, I need protection, and the next best thing would be to slap on a case. So that's where this thing comes in. It feels almost the same. The texture is actually like a firm hard rubber. It's like a hard rubbery texture instead of like the titanium and the frosted glass, but it still feels very premium. You don't really have any coverings for the buttons because the case is so thin, but you still have cutouts for your speakers, your ports, and there's these little slits on the top and bottom of the case, and that's for flexibility. So it makes it very easy to take out and put on the case, as well as it helps keep the case secure on the actual phone when it is on. So it's pretty cool. You don't really need to mind it. I thought it was weird at first, but when I saw it like kind of opening up as I was taking out the case, I was like, oh, so that's what these little slits are for. The camera bump is super raised up as well. I have little camera cover protectors from Case-Defy, and it still is raised up higher, so that's really good. It's plastic, but you don't really want this to be any other material, I feel like, just because it's the best in terms of weight and durability. As for the front of the display, the edge is raised up a tiny bit higher even with a glass screen protector on, so it's still pretty protected. This phone is really, I feel like it's very secure inside here, and I know it won't provide as much drop protection as compared to a case-defy impact case, but it suffices. I'm pretty sure. I haven't dropped it yet, but I would rather have this case on dropped instead of it naked. So for me personally, I would have opted for a black case. I forgot to mention that Benks did send over this case for me to check out. So as usual, I'm blinking out again. That's usual too, but as usual, everything that I say in this video are my own thoughts and opinions. But if you do want to support me, I'll have an Amazon affiliate link in the description. Please, 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 please support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. So this is Aurora, and you could read the description on the Amazon page on why it's called that, but it's super cool. It's a darker color, but then there's like little accents of green and different other colors there. It's cool, super durable, looks nice, and it may not be black, but it's good enough. I'll take it. This is probably the only exception that I would take that's not black. It's so bad that I just have my phone in my hand and I just keep getting distracted while filming this video. I'm like always scrolling. I'm on Amazon looking at the reviews for this case, which is kind of funny. But I've had cases with previous iPhones before that are made out of aramid fiber, and I love it. These are super durable, decent amount of drop protection again, but not the best because, you know, it's super thin. I actually have an AirPods case that's made out of the same material, and it's so good. It's the best case that I have on my AirPods at the moment. But I probably shouldn't keep this video on for too long just talking about a phone case. This is my favorite case right now, and I'm gonna continue rocking it. The only downside that I can think of is that I'm not able to hold a Polaroid picture in here. I can, but it's like it's so thin that I don't really like it. So for other thicker cases, especially the clear see-through ones, I love putting a Polaroid, my favorite picture, on there. But that's besides the point. It's not really a downside. It's just something that I personally wanted to mention. Again, if you are interested in picking one of these up, link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit different compared to what I've usually been doing, where it's super scripted. Right now I just have like a different amount of bullet points to talk about, and then I'm just freestyling it essentially. I'm really trying to push myself to get better with this sort of filming, and I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone by just talking freely instead of it being scripted and just doing a scripted voiceover with B-roll. Like it's not as authentic. I feel like it's more boring, and you don't really get to see the authentic me. I think that part may be my fault because I feel like there could be ways I could give myself a little bit more authenticity through the scripts, but I've never been able to do that. So we're trying something different. We're always experimenting. I don't know why this like last part of this YouTube video has just turned out to be like a little pep talk / vlog, but anyways, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you for listening. I hate how the duck face is like my go-to pose. Come on, Jason.